Production in action.
This is hype.
What do we got here? We bear back one sec first.
Both these drafts. There's gonna be a lot more fighting this game.
Way more.
I feel really good. Yeah.
Goonsquad going to be wanting to shut down this Alk. And Liquid, with his DP pressure, we've seen how quickly a mid DP can come online. Sumail has shown that time and time again. 6 minutes in, just go for towers no matter what. First catapult wave, get yourself active. With the smoke, they're trying to invade the bottom jungle, but they've been spotted by Limp Zeus. And Goonsquad, well, they're setting up to fight this. Hanskin walks in with a battery assault. Bloodright's going to be there onto everybody from Liquid and zones them away. Turnaround concoction play from Matu, though, does stun in onto two of them. Boxy is about to die, but he gets off his fairy fire, survives, and Hanskin, 3 stacks of sticky on him, up to 4. Needs a bit more damage from Insania and the lads. The magic missile, the fairy fire save. Insania, he's the first blood. 2-man concoction from Matu, though, as S4, the big pounce in. Boxy rebound, stuns 4. It's a bloody RP from him.
Oh, what a skirmish. It just kept being pulled slowly.
2-1.
More and
Goonsquad is
more
winning.
Goonsquad's tier 1 tower. They're looking for that.
Is that core
A
alchemist?
little bit of safety.
Yes. I love core alchemist.
First blood for Goonsquad and 2 kills to 1. Bounty runes, what? Zai, Matu, Hanskin, and where's the last one?
Did it pick Blood Secret to counter Marcy, but it's a support Marcy now, or what?
Exchange there. A feel-good moment for Goonsquad, though.
No, they're sub against Enigma.
Pretty
supporting
impactful,
S4,
playing an
of course.
Enchantress with
I love
that
S4.
extra starting item now.
Cock.
Looking at his career, he's bringing out a Blightstone. So this first blood has enabled your Enchantress to have a Blightstone, which makes his eyes lane in these early levels
playing Zeus this time.
harder.
Yeah, getting clicked down by the Ench. And get a bit of damage back onto Aqua. And that mid lane, Mickey just piling it onto Limp.
C is slow. It's okay to miss a CS0 there.
Looking for the denies.
Not as surprising, but I also do that sometimes. It's rare, but it happens.
And up in that top lane. Matu, the Alchemist, one of these soft
all
answers
CS
to the
now.
Enigma.
Nice.
That acid spray to try and contend with Eidolons.
S for an... Oh, no.
A kind of a ranged hero can click into them as well.
Oh, no.
Try and keep
the
Alchemist safely farming the first few minutes.
It's not an easy lane.
You're a useless idiot.
When we looked at the
now that is
gyrocopter
a little
version of this
toxic,
lane,
actually.
It was flat cannon gives
your
you
chat
a long
logs.
range way to go on them, harass them down.
That's a little too far.
It's very much a sort of
You're
melee
useless
gun.
idiot.
Clockwork is really good at just getting in there and harassing. He's coming in now from behind. He's gonna they're just gonna click Matu here. There's no Venge.
Yeah, no Greevil's greed either.
Okay.
Goes for the stun and the acid spray, levels 1 and 2. Even some denies from S4 on his Eidolons to limit the farm that Matu's getting. And down at bottom, Zai. Oh, the impetus. Not quite enough, but you've got Aqua chasing with the thirst. Zai does get the pick off on Pexu,
I got him,
though.
guys. It's a wholesome community, guys. You can share your opinions here. Feel safe. Zeus stomping, nice. I predict Liquid wins because they have an alchemist.
By dying first. What a true support.
And Marcy picking up the pieces. Aqua with a pretty full wand. Went straight for it.
Unban me, please. You're unbanned. You're literally
Self-sustained in this lane. And handed a Tango and an Orb of Venom here. So even more chasing potential from Goonsquad in that bottom lane. And you see the struggles for Liquid top, though. Lane is always being dragged back to the Enigma's tower. So Matu getting his last hits in as best he can. 14 and 1. A couple of them will be Eidolons, though. Insania lost out on the Sentry Ward battle in a small camp, though, unfortunately for him. So no pulls from that direction. And Hanskin just going to be bodyguarding this large camp. That's the best thing you can do is this Clockwork. You're up in their face, making sure that they're not manipulating that creep wave back to deal with Enigma's moves.
Useful genius, thank you.
I would not mind at all if Goonsquad put a ward on this cliff top that sees the jungle. Just because you're playing with an alchemist, one big thing is stacks, and I don't think they'll be stacking the ancients because it's pretty hard for Marcy to do it. You should have to go up there and click it in melee range. She's not a Venge. But looking at Venge, I think it would be very easy for Insania at any point to kind of just swing to this main jungle, stack like 2 camps, and then come back to the lane.
Well, go on the Enigma now.
Nice for doesn't choke. That's always nice to know.
And they're just going to kill off S4. Hey, hit level 2 on the Venge.
He changed, or they're getting a counter kill. He's gonna replicate now, and then he's gonna block and kill next. He could have blocked it and killed him. I would have done it.
Eidolon's pressuring Matu back to his tower.
Actually, acceptable.
The Eidolons, even in death, his soul lives on.
Well, yeah, a bit of relief there from Liquid, but Wave is still pushed back towards Radiant's side.
Just look at the skill build on Matu. He's very much geared for wanting to fight in this lane. He has no illusions about sitting back and just farming.
Yeah, 2 in the acid spray, 1 in the stun, no Grievel's greed whatsoever. Keep on battling. You got stuns for days.
Good. After doing it.
Feeling the pain from this hurricane.
That's where I'll get 11 to nice.
Dragged back into Aqua's Bloodseeker.
And soon they have Zeus ult, it's going to be huge for top. Anyway, really.
Small things, right? That first blood.
Oh, Mickey. Mickey's just diving to tier 1. Yeah, level 3 Spirit Siphon allows him just to stand his ground under tower hits. That's a pretty even lane, Limp with a slight CS lead.
What happened to Lions? Nothing happened.
See what Mickey does,
nothing happened
with that level 6 if he can get in onto an objective.
Yeah. I was gonna say, just all the small things. Pexu getting that Blightstone leads to Zai dying. Oh, they're just gonna kill him.
Hello?
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to go on Pexu bottom. Matu nearly dying top at the same time. Trying to chase here, but yeah, Matu dropping to the Eidolons while Hanskin zones back Insania. Top lane going pretty decently here for Goonsquad. Even with that the 2 deaths, sorry, on the Enigma. Making life very difficult for the Alchemist.
Okay, so he's recovering.
Yeah, I like and respect the skill build a lot to try and go for those kills and try and contest the lane, but it can backfire, of course, if you die like that. You know, if he comes back to lane now and dies again, then you're in a position where you're trying to farm with only, I guess, 1 point in the Grievel's Greed's not too bad. Now he's hit 4.
He's got it finally. I also got to look
out my God.
Thunder God's Wrath as Insane just dies inside the cogs.
Look at the damage of those Eidolons.
Himself in these prime positions just to backstab the Venge and the Alk. This lane ward
vengeful is
very valuable.
Anytime Clock gets the cogs off now with 3 points in demonic conversion, you're doing so much damage with the Eidolons. 2 points in stun. It's very overwhelming.
He can't lane. This is great news, guys.
He's got that urn now finished too. Essel's very farmed.
Yeah, he's just playing forward onto Matu, drops him below.
Remember the Zeus ult available now?
Need that salve
to
top himself back up. But look at Hanskin's line.
Oh, he got him.
Hello. To cancel the salve. And life is not easy for Matumba Man here. I was also wondering, you know,
so if you're in an Art of Warriors, you will see like, okay, the safety is to the right because there's the tower.
Look for the kill.
So I will cover the right side because that's where his safety is, and I'll cut him off.
On your tower with Exo.
But instead he went left. Why would he ever run left?
Every time he steps forward in this lane, getting caught with tons of stuns. They will turn here a bit onto
Skidoosh.
Try and bring down the clock, but there is that damage from the heavens. The Zeus global presence showing itself yet again. Goonsquad with a laning stage lead here. Zai trying to get something back in that bottom lane. He plays aggressively into Pexu's
Yes, the movement speed.
That's Nature's Attendance. That's a turnaround from Aqua. Zai and Boxy a little worse for wear.
They're winning all lanes. Alchemist is struggling a lot.
Hurting a little bit. And Zai's getting low. Do they have space for a dive? There's no rupture. There is a 20 stick on Bloodseekers. So that is a lot of sustain if they do want to dive.
Oh, Boxy rebounding in. Very aggressive play. The slow within the blood right allows Aqua just
a classic Boxy play right there.
No cares in the world from Goonsquad.
Oh my God.
And the rupture on Zai now. Maybe allows Pexu here to click into him. Find the finish. Tower damage.
Dying to tower.
On a squishy little Enchantress. Zai, though, still stuck there in the blood right. Is that going to clip him?
Oh my God, dude. It hurts to watch.
For it.
Just go here to the right side.
In the end.
Yeah?
Little miscommunication, I want to say.
No. Oh no. Oh my God.
He's dead as well.
Oh my
God. Goonsquad, what are you doing?
All Zai is doing is sitting there looking hot.
Who said Zai was washed up?
To his tower to die. I mean, there has to have been miscommunication there. I mean, Pexu was willing to die. I mean, there's gonna be no.
Oh no, it's starting already. They had a. Oh
Pexu
no.
was willing to
Now he doesn't have TP.
Just for the kill, and Bloodseeker's not going in.
Kick G. Now that was definitely Kick G moment.
He didn't have Flame Break on Zai. Maybe they were worried about stick charges or a turn like that, but he was keeping his distance very much. Maybe he thought there might be a TP from a support and just didn't want to commit like that. But yeah, it was very much Pexu just committing in and Aqua not willing to do the same. which led to both of them dying.
Yeah, it definitely felt like
Poor, but,
a bit of miscommunication there. And Liquid trying to gather their forces top.
You read messages too, of course. I read everything in chat. That's why I have to ban so many people.
To get some farm going.
Yeah, I gotta keep it clean and wholesome.
Prime time Enigma now. Earn up, Arcane Boots done, heading into
Zeus
that
ult available.
Pact. And Hanskin, once again,
Zeus ult available. Does he have damage?
Level 6 yet, 9 minutes in. Chasing him back
not committing. That's... He didn't have one.
It's just so difficult to like contest.
But why would you not commit there? I guess he expected TP.
I think it's really cool how
you would have had like at least 5 more clock queues
like,
and a rocket.
Flying on mid. Once I got ruptured.
I think he was a pussy.
But yeah, I thought there would be so much brawling for these runes because Zeus would want it, Mickey would want it.
Right from future Goon wins. Did you know that people can still spoil even though it's live because you can watch a live feed from betting sites?
So much of an emphasis on like
fighting
and keeping your cause alive.
The greatest mystery of all time. Why do people spoil?
We want to take this tower early.
Someone explain it to me.
Alk is their win condition. We got to kill him. Meanwhile, bot is like, well, we don't want to leave Bloodseeker alone to die to Batrider. Let's kill him. So they just kept heroes here. Now we're gonna see Mickey rotating. 10 minutes in. And
they've got the lasso onto the Bloodseeker.
I'm majoring in psychology to solve this problem, but I still cannot understand
as this Exo gets a bit of damage on
why someone would
bottom, unlock the jungle for them
ruin the experience for others by spoiling.
So a nice pick off, but it looks like elsewhere on the map, Enchantress is shoving in mid, and you've got Enigma and Clockwork invading that top jungle, trying to scout out where the Alk is. But Matu has already cleared out a number of the stacks there.
It's fun to spoil.
So S4 just swings in towards the tier 1 instead. Chip away at it with Eidolons.
Sense of importance.
Now, 10 minutes
in
as well.
just it.
You're definitely taking it. There's no lasso, no real way to defend this tower.
Yeah, Liquid hard commit for the bottom tier 1. They are starting to TP back
It's
into
like
mid,
when I watch Lord of the Rings
crumbled.
with a girl, and the scene comes up when Aragorn kicks the helmet.
Now.
I want to tell her about
tumbling forward.
The scene.
It's the
that he breaks his
Insania.
toe.
Quite a lot of damage. Add in the rocket
I want her to know that I know. I think that's how spoilers think.
It's like the knock-on effect of that is like you see Matu, he's just running.
I want you to know that I know the score, so I feel important.
I mean, S4's having such a good game.
I think that's
You'd
it.
love to see an Enigma this farm, you know, getting his, being able to play in this part of the map. It's kind of a dream for any offlaner, getting your tower pre 10 minutes and just farming the jungle, taking these camps away from the enemy carry. Any offlaner is super chuffed to be in this position. And it gets even better if you're able to then give
at least no one spoils here. Okay.
Top, like Clockwork.
That's okay.
It's level 6. He's got that hook
it's more of a
kick
pipe stream.
To move and go bot.
I mean, let's have a look here for a second.
Top, you have these, you know, this just security from having such a good time there.
2 urns.
Break the smoke bottom. They were looking for a core
Feeling
kill
urn
here
and say youngling. You have an
6.
intellectual.
They'll find the Venge. Pexu sees Boxy on the retreat back. And the rupture on Zai.
Winning lanes and
Might
throwing.
catch the... Nah, never mind. The Clockwork's
Still
wandered
using
off too
LOL.
far away. He went to go and ward up the high ground. But yeah, this is the thing. Goonsquad feeling themselves much more this game because they've got the ability here for Hanskin to lead the charge. Him and Pexu can say, right, we go here, we play there, we start playing aggressively around this Zeus now with Thunder God's Wrath and all the magic nuke damage he brings.
Yeah, but look at Zai's TP. He TP'd to top with that rupture, which means he's in position ready to go look for this gank on S4.
Can they find him with a rebound? Zai, helped out by Boxy, straight on him with a lasso.
Nice,
and
it's
there's
okay to die.
down,
Doing a little
burnt
3-2.
to a crisp.
F needs to get fat this game.
And good battling back by Liquid. This is room that Matu desperately needs. He's had a
required.
struggle in the early laning stage against this Enigma Clockwork, but now he's able to freely farm stacks. 2,400 gold saved up towards his relic.
Now we have Exo on Mickey again. They haven't taken the mid tower yet. It's definitely something that they'll want to be thinking about. There's heroes, there's little rats in their triangle right now that they got to deal with.
Yeah, it's not just a clock, right? I mean, Insania swaps out of the cogs. Hanskin's going to TP home and gets away. Arco was thinking about coming in and fighting because he did rupture up the DP. But the rest of the team are sitting in mid, pushing out waves, getting the farm going. Arco will TP up top now to try and lap up the farm that Zai's pushed in towards his tower.
Can bad grab Enigma with Evelyn's. His back goes on top.
Boss, there's not quite
yes.
kill threat here, but I think he'll be happy to just take this farm.
Yes,
take this
I
area.
do think so.
And S4, meanwhile, going for that Wraith Pact, it's the nice type of build where you're not looking for these big jump.
60-minute
jumping
radiance.
plays. You just want to kind of be able to take areas as a team, can control that map space and be able to just kind of bull up and just walk into these fights. You don't want to blink dagger into Insania's
what?
Spirit. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah. You do not want to be getting swapped out during Black Hole.
What are you talking
You can
about?
kind of just walk it in. You've got very good heroes in the Clock and the Enchantress to break vision, get in the.
I said,
get in the
no,
faces of
I
their
don't
opponents.
think so.
It kind of forces Liquid to dogpile onto Hanskin or Peksu if they do just walk in or hookshot forward. That hookshot, unfortunately, missing. Zai and Mickey both skipping away.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Limp.
Go on.
Getting tagged by the sticky napalm. Oh, here, Goonsquad just making a barrier in front of that Aqua Bloodseeker. The quicker he can get to BKB, the better.
Yeah, and whilst Liquid are kind of playing bot, they have a ward there.
Clip
and
it
then
and send me.
really
I didn't say nothing, guys. I don't know what
where
you're talking
Goonsquad
about.
are, for the most part. They're just pressuring this top tower. You're getting a tier 2 this early. It's so nice. They're actually smoking because they really want to contest it.
Yeah, they want to make sure that this outpost isn't freely handed over to Goonsquad. Mickey, Exo's ready. Two-man silence, and in with the Unleash. Boxy shreds through Hanskin quickly, and they've got the lasso on the
starting.
Peksu can't really save him. Magic Missile gonna finish off the job, and now they're disposed back on the Enchantress. Liquid swoop in, get
Classic.
3 kills.
Do even in
Didn't save that tower, but they
laning
do still
stage, then
safeguard the
struggle.
outpost in the top jungle.
Yeah, losing the tower is pretty bad for them. However, willingly giving that up plus the outpost is too
context
too
matters.
bad, especially you can't
And
afford
Twitch
to give
knows
up
I'm
that
not
much
racist
map space when
anymore.
You have an alpha on your team. So the smoke was nice just to try and combat that. I think Goonsquad are still happy getting that tower. Not expanding a black hole is still something that they can utilize.
Especially as Dire, right? You want that outpost to guard Roshan, TP2, and react to any moves up there. And Matu will now get his Radiance. Another little stack there made for him by Insania. Sat behind the Alk, ready to swap if anyone comes. Yeah, I kind of want Goonsquad just to keep going. Get these wards down, play forward, get some hook shots onto cores. And Mickey using the creep wave really nicely there to block the path of entry, but Hanskin still just going to chase forward here. Get in on top of them. A nice rebound with the move speed for Mickey, though. Gets him away.
PK lead. We're waiting for his black hole.
That sounds like Matu
Just
charging
trying to
up a
raise
concoction.
packs.
Trying to clear out these stacks. And yeah,
Okay, black hole.
charge forward. Find Insania.
Nice.
Matu's going to drag it
S4.
back into the rest of Goonsquad.
Oh, they also
as
get the
well.
kill.
Lit now
Nice.
Dominating. As Goonsquad really put their foot down.
I'll get a motion clip. I'm gonna have to mute you, so in case. I've been muting for 1 second.
Outkilled pretty big for them.
That
not
was
getting
nothing.
any
Are you
deep kills
retarded?
Down off the back of it. But I think it's a little hard to do just because you've
That was
shown
literally
that
nothing.
you've been in this area, so they're gonna put down
Don't
a lot
link
of
the
sentries
clip.
to make sure that they have it secured. Instead, they'll just kind of play here and deny the area this way instead. Like, yeah, we dare you to walk up. We're gonna try and kill you if you do. Matu doesn't know.
But we've got Ench creeps, we've got Eidolons, hook
Oh,
shot in.
same spot
And
again.
Matu, he gets his Chemical Rage out with a decent wand, and there's Insania with a swap back. Not even
Oh,
going to
they
lose
don't
his
even
own
get one
life in
kill,
that.
really?
He will, that impetus damage,
Wraith
man.
Pact?
Level 2. Hits pretty
Hell?
hard. Zai flying over the top as Mickey backstabs into the clockwork. Hanskin dies and Matu
It's not
is aiming for his
embarrassing to
concoction on S4.
stream today
Boxy
after
with the
this
remaining bit of damage from
performance
this
from your
Unleash
team,
can
question mark?
allow Matu to get the kill while the TP out from Ench.
I mean, I don't play. If I was playing, I don't think I'd ever show
mid-map from
myself
Liquid.
again. But I just watch.
They have exorcism, so they're not even gonna waste it for this mid tower. They can use it for Roche, or they can use it to threaten Roche. It would be nice if they were able to take the top half of the map soon.
Look at Zai go. Hey, he's chasing Limp, but a step too far there. Ruptured up. And Goonsquad not afraid of fighting back when Liquid come for their towers like this. Mickey does have level 2 Exo and that fresh BKB though. So it could be Liquid looking for another fight once Zai respawns.
Costly mistake. They don't get the mid tower as a result. forced to back off without having your bat.
Imagine being 1k ahead with
yeah,
Alchemist. It's just looking pretty good for Team Goon.
They're not getting that
isn't
map
it?
control from having mid. Makes the Roche harder to access.
He shows this item.
The
Yep,
mid tower
there you
and the
go.
top tower are both
Sanchi Asha.
towers you want to take down. They're going for this fight though. Mickey's just running.
Just hook
yeah,
out.
How dare you take our outpost? Come back here, Clark.
He can hook. He's going to try to block it.
Piggy, but Mickey,
He does, but he
speedy,
just...
good hook shot on Cogs from
This is fine.
Hanskin.
That's
Creating a
not
bit of
fine.
a zone, but that's not going to allow him to slip away. Liquid's grasp is too tight, and Zai, he's looking for Pexu
Just like your
here,
mom's-
thinking about the lasso on the edge, and he realizes there's no better target nearby. Goes straight for the Enchantress, and with the remaining few seconds of this Exo, maybe thinking about the tier 1, but they've actually spotted Limp, but they get the rebound from Boxy. Drag him back in, and the chain stuns allow Mickey to get a double kill.
What are they doing?
And that's all
They're
room
doing
for
a really
Matu.
good job of punishing these. Yeah, their ability to chase is insane on Liquid. We saw.
How did Team Star lose to this?
It gives so much vision. The ability to just run forward with that massive amount of move speed. He doesn't even have boost of travel, but he has the Tranquils, the Windlace, the Drum, giving himself that movement speed in other areas to enable his team to just always see more, find more, using that sticky napalm, and then getting the catch up with Boxy.
Yeah, rebound swaps. I mean, DP is also a pretty speedy hero herself.
Yeah.
Only with the brown boots, 382 move speed.
But it's okay. Aqua's finished his BKB. We got that Kaya and Sanj on Zeus. He's got his level 12 ready. They have a lot of damage right now, a lot of burst. They don't have that blink black hole as their way of fighting, but if they smoke, catch vision of anyone, you have that rupture. You can just kind of walk in and use your spells that way. You have that hookshot initiation. They got the tools to play a fight right now if they want to smoke up.
Yeah, they
Sushi running low on retards.
Four of them smoke. Zeus shows in that mid lane.
Sushi.
Looks like Mickey
Running low on
afraid of what's coming
retards.
around the corner.
Arigato.
Who's their first point of contact
he's
here?
got
It is going
swap.
to be Insania's Venge.
Good silence.
Hanskin not afraid, just a hook shot onto Rupture on
Oh.
Boxy and the Thunder God's Wrath there. A lot of burst damage as Boxy dies to Aqua. Sprint forward. Held back by Mickey though with a
Need
Spirit
back.
Siphon. So one kill off the back of that smoke. And then they'll take control of this top jungle, try and de-ward as best they can. And they're actually heading into the pit here. Is this something?
10 seconds, that's an EXO.
Yeah, something Liquid could absolutely contest. Matu does have his BKB. They've got Exo ready, like you say.
A little sussy. They're not there
Zai
in
with lots
time.
of bearing,
Good.
speedily moving across towards Roche, who's now down to 2,000 HP. Oh, Liquid, are you fast enough? Roshan now is about to die. Aegis grabbed by Aqua.
It can still be a good fight.
That could.
Wow. Taking
Zai
Roche
with
from
a
their
jump.
5k behind.
But Eidolons are going to see the wave of terror. And they'll know very
where
shortly
they're
that Battle Rider's
coming.
coming.
Slowly but surely
Zai
he's getting
sees
it.
S4. They're going to get the lasso on him. Drag the Enigma back in. Liquid still fighting. Even
That's
though
we're gonna
the
go
Aegis is
top and
claimed by
farm. I mean,
Goonsquad, they're
that's.
getting the
Don't.
pickoffs.
Why?
Right,
Why?
Pact is down. Concoction channel.
Isn't it like 100 gold now? Shame
Just
on
the
you.
one kill. Exo not used though, so Mickey does still have that for the next fight.
Stop that.
Goonsquad trying to
Oh
TP
my
mid to
god.
defend
Marcy
lane.
support with
Boxy
no
went
items
for
can
the
kill a
solo kill on the
Zeus.
Zeus with the unleash, but pays the price there as Pexu
Thought the hero
and
got
Hanskin
destroyed
both
in
able
the
to
nerf.
guard up the Zeus.
Fuck
While back in
happened?
the triangle, Aqua being bullied by Zai. Pushed
Okay,
around
force
by the
BKB.
flame break. Matsu
Good,
with the
good.
BKB up. He's ruptured, but launches the concoction in towards Pexu. The rest of his team here with this shot on the Ven, just spamming out stun after stun. No kill on the Ench though. A little bit too tanky with the 3 points in the Nature's Attendants, the drums, the wand.
It definitely feels like
Can get buffed to
Goonsquad
ult.
struggle to disengage.
get a little
from
buff, I
lasso.
remember.
The amount of times they just can freely lasso right in front of everyone is kind of insane. I was just thinking of ways I would like to see them deal with that, but they are already pretty damn on it. Hanskin has just finished his full
No
stop,
ult.
and Pexu heading
Don't know
front
about
low as well.
this.
That's going to make that game so much easier.
This
If
looks
you're
like
on
a
the
terrible
run or
gank.
Kind of
Like,
angling
what is
in,
this?
The ability to just put Lotus on Aqua. And
Okay,
just
let's see
be
here.
So easy is much nice.
Oh, that
Very
would,
nice.
that would have been a huge kill if they could find it. So close to spotting Mickey there. But the smoke breaks and the DP disengages. I get over into this dotted triangle now, trying to close the map in around Liquid, but they are quickly spreading northwest as Matu takes down a few camps on his way through the jungle. Now, what does Goonsquad want from the Aegis they've got here? Is this just towers and farm?
it's scary. It's hard for them to push the towers. If they can just keep trying to take fights with it, that would be pretty ideal. If you can kill Liquid's heroes and kind of put them down, I mean, that seems nice.
They did it once and killed the Alchemist. That's pretty good.
Year is 2025.
Remove the rest of the
Lions are finally back in a grand final. Mentally insane DOTA championship. Against Team Forsen.
And puts a lot of pressure on Liquid. You want to be
Atomic
able to
Snatch, thank you. Bushido, Shaman D, thank you, Zebin.
That's always the sort of goal with an Aegis.
Yeah, force them to react and TP bottom to defend. There's a long push out that top lane though from Liquid, killing off the tier 1.
Yeah.
And even getting the farm in the enemy triangle there with Boxy. It feels...
They showed a TP. They could just smoke into the top side of jungle. I mean, I guess Liquid are connecting really quick. Because they understand that is a potential move and threat.
Yeah, they're so fast at gathering around each
DOTA
other.
2025. The game is dying though. You see the battle pass money? The game, there's no reason to go to TI.
For your Alchemist. He's moving back into mid. They've got all the tools they need to jump
got Aegis.
That's a good Thunder God's Wrath though.
Interesting commit on this.
But they did claim that Aegis life. Boxy finally
BKB ult
dies to the
dodge.
midnight pulse, but there's the lasso through the BKB.
Oh my god, what is this damage?
He's got a BKB.
Oh!
Back out. It's cancelled by Insania, and now the chase is on. Liquid able to close the gap. Pexu, S4 down in the back lines, and Goonsquad, they are scrambling, running away from Liquid's defense of that mid tier 2.
He kind of forgot.
So quickly.
Esper kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet.
And it just goes to show like just how rough it is as an Enigma, this game, without a Lincoln Sphere. Getting that 3-man black hole. I mean, well, it's such a good black hole, but because Insania knows perfectly his place in the game, I have to cancel black hole. I have to sit back. I can't be the one that initiates. Your Boxy's the one diving in, giving his life to remove that Aegis and using his buyback, right? That they have their own roles to play, and Insania waited, and he got his, and that is the good punish. They get the Aegis. You cannot be happier as Liquid, I think, taking that engagement.
That Venge is insane.
I
get it.
It looks so funny watching Insania's movement back.
It does look like Crystal Maiden. You're right about that.
Terror, throws a stun. He gets hit by Thunder God's Wrath, and he immediately, like, it looks like he's feared. He runs back towards base to try and get that gap, so he knows that he's not going to get caught in the black hole. Great positioning from him, and he's going to have a blink dagger soon as well, so he can sit even further back to make sure he cancels out these ultis from S4.
Huh?
I mean, it's
Is
just
that
good.
you?
It's just good play, and you want to keep yourself away from Clockwork as well. I think Clock maybe feels a little stressed because he knows that he wants to try and get to that Venge and stop her from just swapping and kind of ruining their win condition for fights with the
Yeah, it looks like
Enigma.
Puck as
But
well.
at the same time,
Puck can see him.
you also need to be using your BKB piercing hookshot to help like disable Alchemist during his BKB, or helping to disengage your teammates from that fight. Like when everyone collapsed,
Okay, he's going Lincoln first over BKB.
Aqua
That's
under
good.
That tower with the lasso, he was the one that had to get in there with the hookshot.
It's only
to try and
BKB
break
if
it
you
up,
just
try and
black hole
relieve that
everyone
pressure.
except Venge.
Yeah, so a challenge for Hanskin. He's their initiation and their counter initiation at the same time. It's like you can only choose one though. Can't have the best of both worlds. And Liquid smoking up. They want to reclaim their triangle. It's all been warded by Goonsquad. And another minute for S4 to have a black hole means he's going to blink away. Feel something coming, but the chase from Zai.
Oh no,
Tons
not
of
my
movement
boy.
speed. Gets in on top of S4 and Goonsquad.
Doesn't even heave before
They
dying.
found the Clockwork up on top of the cliff top.
It's
Two
the
kills
beginning
for
of the
Liquid
end.
here.
It feels.
As they now spread out across the map, they can push down bottom lane, farm in an enemy jungle, and Insania's even lurking in mid with the remnants of his smoke.
Yeah, a little hunt for more. Could take it to that mid lane. I'd like to see more lane pressure coming out from Enchantress. I feel like she could send creeps more to the side lanes to try and get them in a good position. Like if you're playing all bot, maybe send one to top or something, because she's sort of Pexu's pretty behind on gold. He had this drum, but he's not getting, or he's inching very slowly towards his Lotus Orb. I think it's so important for the team to get that. So if he's able to kind of find a little bit more farm by sending a creep to an enemy
Still
jungle
winnable.
camp or wherever, just
Still
places
winnable.
that they're not playing as a team.
Well, good luck with that. The lane ward from Liquid saw him coming up here, so they were immediately sprinting towards top to kill him.
What do I see S4?
That's the thing about the creeps. You don't have to commit your hero to this sort of play. He wants to because he wants the XP. He's quite under leveled as well, level 12. and not feeling too great. Not the worst, of course, but yeah. You can just send these creeps up here and then sort of just leave.
He's got the creep taken.
Go play
Look how
with your
strong
team,
it
Go
is.
play as a smoke breaker. Go play to make a move.
He should carry
Yeah, I mean,
it
on the
into a
topic of
place like, have you
experience
seen the
and
movie
levels, we're looking at
300?
the
So
hero
they're like
level board.
outnumbered.
Alk at 18, Bloodseeker,
So you like
DP
go into
17,
a choke
and
point.
You're looking
You
down
should
like,
try to
where's
learn
Enigma?
about that.
Where is he? In S4, level 13. He's the same level as the Vengeful Spirit. Really having some difficulties here, actually getting the levels
It's
he
a good
needs.
strategy. That way he doesn't die.
It's because, you know, you want to rely on getting this black hole, getting kills reliably. Like, okay, I found someone, I'm going to kill you, but how many times has this Venge swap just completely ruined his plans? Like, even in that triangle for that small little gang, you know, they made it the nice idea to stand in this triangle and punish anyone that comes up.
300 is like the worst war movie ever.
To just stand behind the core.
I'm gonna give you
and
an
it just
8-minute
destroys
ban
the
for
entire
that.
play, and ends up getting S4 killed instead.
And I'd love this from Zai. He knows that Enigma's next item plan is going to be Lincoln Sphere. He knows that Zeus has already picked one up. So he's going to go for Yule's on the Batrider and finishes it off now. So now he knows that he can just blink.
I just
Yule's
woke up,
cancel,
sir, when is the
Lincoln,
next
get the
alliance
lasso
match?
onto these key
They're
targets.
playing right now. It's alliance against alliance.
Sure, there's no counterplay
Everything's
from
fine.
Goonsquad. But if Goonsquad are the ones to get the jump, if they're actually able to launch Hanskin in there, cause a bit of chaos in the fight, well, just allow Aqua to sprint around and choose the target freely that he wants to. Things look a little better for them. And if Liquid leave Mickey alone here, and it looks like he's just going to lose his life.
Yes,
Chase
team
down,
is
rupture
coming.
up.
Team is
Mickey
coming.
with a Spirit Siphon. Wait, Goonsquad are running away. They're afraid of Liquid. Mickey's surviving.
Oh, thank
Saved
God.
up and finally dies to the Malefice of
Jesus.
S4. I mean, that was well done by Goonsquad. The back and forth there, baiting Liquid in, forcing them back, still getting the kill. And now moving forward, wanting to continue this battle.
I don't think they had full vision. They were just scared. They were scared of the reinitiation. They were scared of committing a black hole onto Mickey. Like, there's no way he's alone down here, surely, right? But he actually was for that brief moment. So they don't commit. They play it safe, as they should. And then they
Just keep the lane. You got Enigma
disengage
late game.
and get
And
that
you're
reroll.
holding is a stable 8k
a
lead
nice kill,
on the enemy.
for sure.
What they have. So you don't need to
Still
worry
not
too much.
spending that big cooldown.
Thinking about Roshan as well. Dark Observer would have seen
Alchemist
them
falls
all
off.
go in the pit, and look at how quickly Liquid
ratio
are
him.
moving. Roshan,
Okay, no DP,
not the
20
fastest
seconds.
take here from Goonsquad. And Matu with his blink dagger could get himself in the pit, but it's Hanskin that starts
don't
the
know if
fight
you
off. Good
fight
stun from
here.
Insania, stopping
Michael?
any chain disables coming
Oh
through.
my
Matu,
God, what is that hero?
He's swapped back by Insania though, saved up.
What?
But his S4
Okay,
Hanskin, both
Marcy's
destroyed
broken.
By Boxy's Marcy. Oh, the BKB on Marcy, getting on top of the Zeus, trying to solo kill all the cores. Turn around on now by Aqua, but look at Matu.
Is he also max movement
Re-arriving with another
speed? What is
concoction
this?
And chain buybacks from Goonsquad. They need to fight around this Roche pit. Aqua will pick up one. No buyback on the Venge and a good TP cancel from Limp. Grabbing a double kill
It
for
was
the
close to a black hole there.
Bloodseeker,
Just
while
trying to
Zai
force his
blinks
buyback.
and Yules the Aqua BS to hold
Okay,
them
this
back.
is good. They have no buybacks. This is a Roche.
Black hole. There's no Venge.
Yeah, and a minute without Boxy either. Looks like
They
Liquid
were
is gonna have
8k
to give
behind,
up on this
11 now, but
contest
they
of
get Roche.
Good
This is
buybacks
good.
and good little scrap
good.
there from Goonsquad to control the pit.
Definitely goes both ways. They secure
More time
the
for Astro to get
Aegis,
Lincoln.
very good, but at the same time, using that buyback on your clock, on your Enigma, if Team Liquid is able to take a good fight now when they die, I mean, they're dead for a long time. They could get a lot off of this.
2 Lincolns.
We've seen these teams,
Shard
you know,
Bloodseeker. Does he get
international
damage
playing
now?
teams, they
Good,
are
good,
quite
good.
brave when there's an Aegis. If they think that they can take a good fight on Liquid, I see no reason why they shouldn't. Especially if S4 is out of position in any way, showing on vision, able to be killed. That could be such a good start to a fight. But Aqua's really getting up there in terms of farm and damage. In these last two fights, it's looking like he's just cutting through people with ease.
Yeah, this shard is no joke. 1.8% of their max HP against Alchemist. Even DP, who's reasonably tanky.
I can't think of anything
Definitely
funny
can't.
to say. I build up.
Carve through them very quickly.
Richard Line, thank you. It's very nice.
You didn't go for a Vessel on Enigma versus Alchemist. This makes a lot of sense to me because he has the Dispel every time he pops Chemical Rage anyway, and he can buy that shard to give himself another Dispel. So it's not always great to upgrade. However, going a Skadi now would be really nice on Aqua. Just something that helps with that healing reduction. I don't think your mid...
There's a
Unfortunately,
Deegan
because you have a
stream,
Zeus, you don't
guys.
really have like a
Deegan's in.
Shiva's buyer. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think anyone can really itemize for that. So yeah, Skadi will do for now as the next upcoming item.
Well, this is their time. Aegis for Bloodseeker. Pedal to the metal. Who can they find? Because Liquid, they're all set up here under their vision. Rebound across. Boxy scouted. Thunder God's Wrath gives the vision perfectly to Goonsquad. Can they launch themselves in? I mean, Mickey, he's in the back, zoning away the Enigma. Now,
looking good.
Hanskin
That's
aiming for the
can get
DP,
black
but the
off.
Exo Ghost doing so much damage while the lasso catches
Just use it, use
Here
it.
comes Marcy. Unleash and rebound. Find the Enigma as Mickey dies and buys back immediately. Matu's BKB starting to wear out though now.
Hero, man.
Bloodseeker, Lincoln's is popped and he's just being shredded by the Matu. Alk dying to the Radiance burn and Liquid able to hold their ground and fight back with his Boxy Marcy. Another stun, Lotus Orb back with a bounce.
It's over.
Catches Edge. Another
Okay, Marcy's broken.
Bloodseeker, he just whacked into the ground. Marcy. What a big play, a triple for Boxy. I mean, Unleash is aptly named.
She did the most damage.
Opens up
This
so
is
much
not
damage.
okay.
Doesn't even have the
Dagger
basher. It's not
wristful.
even reached
Okay,
full
that's so
power.
broken. Holy shit. So
He's done
imbalanced.
the most damage in that fight. I mean, Boxy, Al kind of did the exact same amount of damage.
I mean,
She has
Alk
a
did like
strength to her,
4.5K.
so she's like very tanky
Boxy did
naturally.
5.6k. Oh, I think you're looking at the XP. XP was 3.8k for
Oh yeah, you're
both
right.
heroes.
Damn, Boxy popping off, and that gives him so much gold now for his basher. God, that fight nearly started really well for Goonsquad. I actually think a lot of it came to this hesitation from Hanskin when they broke the smoke. I think his camera might have been looking up at the top lane because he was next to the alchemist and didn't go for
just
the
need
hook
one
shot on
item.
him. Or the Marcy, honestly. I think he could have got like even a
BKB,
double cogs
and you're like,
potentially.
well, maybe the enemy carry,
and
like
made
the
that
right
fight
click and just deal with her. Well, she
pretty
life
good, but
steals.
instead he sort of
She gets
just
Giga
fumbled
life steal with her ult,
slightly,
and she can man fight the enemy carry.
hesitated. I think at one point Aqua kind of stood in the way of the hook, so he couldn't then follow up with it, and it ended up with this sort of. It killed Mickey in the end, which is fine. But when Boxy and Alka then the ones that turn around and win this fight for you, it's like, okay, that feels a little bad.
Yeah, we saw the chart just pop up there. Hero damage throughout the game, 18.9k from the Alchemist, 18.8 from Marcy. So she is, you know, overall, you're not wrong. She's doing the exact same amount of damage through this game. Oh, the Yule's die, he misplays. He doesn't pop the Lincolns, and now Aqua able to rupture the Bat Rider.
Did he Yule's himself?
And he's not going to hesitate with this one. Straight in towards the Bat Rider and finish off Zai. He will not do it. He doesn't get the kill. He needs Peksu to get a few more touches in, and with that Blood Right, finally Zai dies, but now they've expended 2 lives for it.
Ooh, Zai was so strong there. He got the sidekick lifesteal as well that just let him live that little bit longer. It's close, but still getting that pick off is big for Goonsquad. Yeah, your supports died, but I think now you don't have that threat of getting lassoed. Like they can't really threaten your high ground, and with that potential to pull back.
They tried.
Yeah, Liquid is such a dominant position now. Like, overwhelming blink on the Alchemist. Just watching this back, like Zai, surely he's gonna die. There's dispos, there's little moves around. Yeah, that life still kicking in at the end.
Both carries have a basher at this point. Alk has his Abyssal. Obviously, he's just more farmed. It is Alchemist. What can you do? But Aqua having his basher, it does mean that you're able to lock down these heroes. In that last fight, where you force Mickey's buyback, like this is a condition for Goonsquad to now win. If they ping him out, they want to run towards us with this smoke. If they can kill him, it's so massive, and you have the tools to do it. Aqua hits so fast, so heavily, and with the basher on top of that, you can lock him down. You can lock anyone down.
I mean, Mickey's gonna be dead for like a minute and a half or something, isn't he?
Yeah, they're not playing with Lincoln Spheres. Hanskin, you found him.
Oh,
You see the courier?
no.
No. Oh. I
Unlucky
guess you didn't see
timing.
the courier.
Yeah, night time. Sad for Hanskin. I do
So close.
at least get a bit of vision down and remove that observer ward from Liquid. And again, you know, going back to that fight, great read by Liquid, right? They had the high ground wall, they were all placed around it, knowing that Goonsquad were wanting to use that Aegis to get a team fight victory. Yeah, Liquid all playing together down in the bottom part of the map now. 3 heroes, all synchronized together. So beautiful to watch them flow back and forth. Like one hero moves forward, they all move forward.
Is that
One
we're
hero
gonna
moves
use
back,
black on
they
next?
all move back.
Next fight.
Rank and file.
Vote
all
yay or
together.
nay.
It's honestly kind of crazy that they're playing without Lincolns, because every good fight for Goonsquad can start with like a rupture onto any key target, and they're just like done. You need to use a swap for the black hole, So it's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to save someone if they get ruptured. I mean, even if you can, doesn't it do all the damage when you get swapped? So that kind of sucks. They're just kind of relying on trying to stand their ground, buy BKBs, buy armor, buy whatever you can, just so you can stand there and fight. I mean, Matu being able to stand there with his tankiness from the overwhelming blink, with that abyssal blade, Mickey with his Shivas, I think they're just hoping to just play it like that instead, and that's why they're like, okay, we're just going to tank the rupture. Yeah, just extend these team fights out. I mean, I really like to see this as well. Alka's bought an Ags and given it to Insania. So he now has his Agnum Scepter and the Shard. So no fear for the Venge. Blink and Force Staff as maneuverability items as well. So many ways to kite and chase and extend these team fights against Goonsquad.
He gets a damage now. He gets 30 damage in the spell. Feels good, man.
Gathering up in the northern jungle as Liquid smoke in towards them. Matu preemptively, Chemical Rage and BKB.
S4, all eyes on S4? It doesn't have Linky yet. S4 is that...
Oh my god, he just goes straight on the Enigma. Shreds through S4.
He's keeping in. Hold, the fight's not over yet.
Matu dropping low, BKB expired.
Here comes S4.
He's fine to walk it off. The TP's now cancelled by Goonsquad because they're losing everybody. Bloodseeker and Enchantress struggling to escape. And Liquid with that smoke wraparound play, just allowing Matu to get in there.
I'm gonna need to see a replay on that one. What happened with the Lincoln's pop? Because Zai lassoed the Bloodseeker, but it didn't go off. I think maybe...
Oh, did he?
I think that they Lincoln's the Bloodseeker, and then he had 2 Lincolns, basically.
Oh. I was wondering there, because it looked like he got Lincoln's popped, he got the BKB off, then the Lincoln's popped.
Oh, I don't think he even used his Yules. I think he literally just used accidentally lassoed. Yeah.
Oh, a misclick from Zai. Not mattering in the end.
Box is massive still, he's got his basher.
Yeah, I mean, they're just pushing high ground now.
The ferocity on this guy.
He's got an illusion back up, so he's got to swap to save him out. Actually move S4 into the middle of the cogs.
S4 Blackwell, hold, here it comes.
And Boxing will die behind the barracks. Liquid.
Okay, they're doing a little throw.
Over eager there, but they have forced out every buyback now. Zeus is the only one with buyback on the Radiant at this point, so if they go again, especially around a Roshan fight, as Roche has respawned, this is key for Liquid.
It is. What is the buyback status like of Dire as well? Alk hasn't kept it. It's starting to come up now as well for Mickey. That timer.
And it hasn't really felt like Liquid care about Bloodseeker having Aegis. They've got ways to contend with him.
Yeah, for real. The amount of damage that they can all man fight him. Like I talked about itemization and how they're not caring about Lincolns. They just want to stand there. It's definitely happening. They also have multiple heroes.
Restart.
You look at this out willing to stand there with his Abyssal Blade and just go to town. You have an AC, you have armor, you have health. Like he's fine to fight. You see if they rupture him or rupture Batrider and force them out the fight, then you have. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like the Boxer just jumps in with his Basher BKB and is soloing these.
Just restart the game.
Insane amounts of damage that they're doing, and he's only going to get stronger, right? He's going for a Gasha Sanj next on
I don't think it matters though.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Like it feels like at this point S4, he just needs to be permanently smoked, or he needs a Shadow Blade or something. Like. You're going for Lincoln Sphere here, but that doesn't save you from Boxy. Every time this Marcy sees the Enigma, he's jumping in with Unleash, finding the kill, making sure there's no black hole. And that's been the answer Liquid have had so far to S4. Just put Boxy on him.
S4,
so that you have safe house, you don't include host crashes. I think he used to have, but it never happens. It's fine.
Nearly, I mean, I don't want to compare it to Insania because he got gifted an Axe.
Remember when the game was released, there was a feature where you could join if someone disconnects and take over for them,
Lincolns,
but they never did it.
Like no BKB.
Yeah.
So if anyone's able to just break the Lincolns with this Bat Yules, with even just a vengeful stun, then you can still get that swap.
Crashes was a problem back in the days. If you're a Zoomer, you don't know about the days, but back in the days, it was a big problem.
In a race pack and trying to use the stuns and get that midlife pulse down. But he's definitely not contributing.
But you don't need saves anymore.
His Bloodseeker is being forced to. You have a Zeus who wants to be sitting back. Just
because if you disconnect, you can just rejoin the game.
Your Enigma coming out to really be able to fully get it off. Especially with all these bashes and stuff coming out too.
And like internet outages are not that common anymore, unless you live on well, the right side of the world.
And it's in vast contrast to what we usually see with Enigmas. Quite often he is he's top of the net worth. He's the real carry in the game. And this one having some real struggles. They will smoke though.
It's a
Still
globe.
holding Aegis for just under
It's
4
flat.
minutes. They've got 2 wards up top, so they'll play into their vision. Eidolon's already looking to chip away at the creep wave and create a bit of a vacuum there. The Liquid will want to try and fill. But it's Liquid with this soul read again. They find Hansken. BKB from Zai, and they've got Aqua all locked in place. Boxy just destroys him, but S4 does have a
Oh, he
decent
fucked the
black
wrong
hole, so
target!
It's not going to work out there. S4
Wow.
actually unloads onto them. Buyback out from Zai. They've lost the Enigma now, and Zeus. He's also going to return to the battle, but Boxy's Marcy. Every time he sees a hero that he wants to kill, he makes sure they're dead. A few seconds later, they've lost Hansken, lost S4, Pexu down, and Bloodseeker gets himself back to base.
Her jumping is just, her W is probably was broken. Her ult is obviously great, but her mobility from W is just too good.
Insania just swapped
Too
himself
long range,
in
too long
instead.
cooldown.
He
Something's
swapped one
wrong
of
with
his
that
friends
spell.
out and was completely fine to do so. I mean, Boxy instantly took down that Aegis alone. It feels like at this point,
Alliance won.
they're struggling to deal with the amount of cores and
Feels
utility
good,
and
man.
just beefiness that they all have. I mean, we talked about Boxy going this Sanj and Yasha. Mickey's also now going back for Sanj and Kaya. Like, they're all just tanking up.
If you're uninitiated,
getting harder and harder to kill.
Liquid is
Yeah,
Alliance
this is
because
the
they have
key, right?
Insania,
They
Mickey, and
forced all these
Boxy, who
buybacks
were
out of
all
Goonsquad,
Alliance
so now they've
players.
just unlocked the game.
The majority
Tier
of the
4's
team is
down.
Alliance.
And game 2 here looking like it's coming to a close. Bloodseeker's going to try and charge in to defend his throne, but where does he go? 6 feet under, sent to the netherworld by Liquid.
Not
And
the
a
greatest
2-0
series.
victory.
A little bit disappointed
This
by
game a little
Goonsquad.
longer than their others. Did pass 40 minutes. Goonsquad
Little bit
putting up a
disappointed.
fight, but Liquid
giving him a
looking
weird champ.
so on point today.
Yeah, seriously. I feel like their drafts have so much purpose and they're living up to it. Obviously, there was, you know, some fights that they were losing. They struggled a little bit
What's Ray up
in the
to?
early game with
That just feels wild, man.
Disruptor. And I just think the biggest issue for Goonsquad was simply S4 not being able to get off these black holes and being totally kind of shut down by Insania. Usually we'll see this Wraith pack, we might see a Vessel, and this Vessel can have a lot of impact too, but they didn't upgrade to that. It just felt like S4 was always 1 or 2 items behind to a point where he just had a hard time in these fights. Absolutely not his fault. Like, you know, the whole game, he had his impact, he tried to get involved, he took his tower early, he won, you know, his lane, and
this is not
was
Ray's
controlling
voice.
the map for quite some time.
Don't tell me they're gonna lose.
Unironically watching Dota highlights. I used to watch this when I was 12.